Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Twelve elite heavyweights, one doyo, no margin for error. Athletes from around the world collide in a winner-take-all tournament where power, balance, and timing mean everything. Every clash is violent. Every mistake is final. The crowd is loud. The stakes are absolute. Live from the Westchester County Center, this is World Championship Sumo.
Yes, so it begins. This is... Now I just realized you might be able to hear that, but I don't think I'm allowed to even play the audio, so I need to turn that off, which is... Well, I'll wait for the event to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to World Championship Sumo. It's time to meet our matchups of the evening. Introducing our first matchup of the evening. Rikishi's number 6 and 7, Daniel Big Dan Avila versus Josh Judo Josh Stolen.
Okay, so that's number 6.
Introducing our second matchup of the evening. Rikishi number 5 versus Rikishi number 8. Angel De La Torre versus Josh Noble Beast Ortiz.
Okay. So Dan Avila versus... Because I got the list of guys, but I didn't get the list of seeds.
Rikishi's number 4 versus number 9. Gilberto De La Torre versus Kendall Freight Train Perry.
Kendall Perry. Okay.
Help me welcome our fourth bout of the evening. Rikishi's number 3 versus number 10. Dominus Tomzilla Williams versus Kofi King Kofi Miller.
Domzilla versus Kofi Miller.
Our fifth bout of the first round. Number 2 versus number 11. Lasha Gelatze versus Daniel Chocolate Thunder Akandu.
I don't even know what they just said. Lasha versus Daniel.
Introducing our sixth and final bout of round number 1. Rikishi's number 1 versus number 12.
So it's got to be Hayden.
Madri Katiskatsi versus Jackson Sumo Tarzan Grady.
Wait. Jackson Grady versus...
Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm round of applause.
What happened to Hayden? Did I swear I missed something here. So the format is all right. I'm gonna do like questions as I can pick them up. I also have to mute the desktop audio. Sorry. Man, I don't know if they're gonna be mad about it. Like, this isn't something that I asked. It seems like the audio should be okay. All right, I'm just gonna wait for the match. Like, the matches are the key thing. I don't think it matters if you guys hear the lead-in stuff, so I'm leaving it. So we've got...
Is there a huge difference between
let me see.
Let's say the top 4 seeds You know,
So,
you got the Georgians, you got a lot
number
of big
5
dudes
was
at that
Angel
top
de
four.
la
Big difference
Torre.
between the top 4 and the bottom
The other
8.
one must have been
Now,
Gilberto.
while all of them are amazing in their own right, I would say definitely
Kofi,
you've got in that top 4, you've
Solasha,
got world champions in that
Geladaze,
top 4. So I would
and
really
Daniel-
look for them to take it this time.
Some of the best wrestlers
Well,
in
no.
the country for sumo. So this
They're-
is going to be a humongous
they must have
show.
changed
Let's
a guy
take a
out
look
or
at the
something.
opening round, 'cause I want you to tell us all
Because
about it. Give us the
something ain't
details
right here.
In the
Something's
first
missing.
round, we have got
Anyway,
number 6 seed, Big Dan
the
Avila. He's gonna be squaring off
I'm
against
kind of
the
curious
7th
what the
seed.
format of
That's
this is going to
Josh
be,
Wade.
because
Here we're gonna have a veteran in
what
the
I
game.
was told was
Dan
it's
Avila
just a
coming in with
tournament.
traditional sumo, going
Okay,
against
look,
his
winner.
opponent,
Okay,
Joe Josh,
so this is what
trying to use his
this is what it has on the screen. Winners plus 2 wild cards advance to the tournament.
He's going to be squaring off
So,
against the noble
what
beast,
I was told
number
was that
8
it was
seed
going to be.
Josh Ortiz.
This gets fast
Let
and
me
furious. We're gonna
up
expect
the
a
size
fast
here
guy.
so y'all
Angel
can
brings
see this a
really
little bit
good,
better.
wrestling background, going against a heavy power lifter.
In our third
Um,
we have the
it's
4th seed, Gilberto de la
best
Torre, squaring
2
off against the
of
great
3.
King, Kendall Perry.
This is where Wade
Bracket
starts
style.
happening, slow and steady,
But to
that
start,
takes the
because
race
there's
to the
12
hill,
people,
but we also
and
have
that doesn't
Raw
work
Street
out
Fighting.
in just a single elimination bracket. It's, you know, 6 starting matches, winners plus 2 wild cards advance to the bracket.
King Kong versus Godzilla, Dom coming straight out of Texas.
So that's how that is.
Going against
That's
a
how
heavy
that's
hitter,
working.
Kofi, this is definitely a matchup.
Number 5, we're going to see our first Georgian. The number 2 seed, Lasha Geladze, will be squaring off against
Goose, you have the
Scotland
weirdest
under
stories, man.
Number 11 seed,
And yeah,
Daniel Akandu.
Georgians are some of the best wrestlers in the world. Lasha is no slouch, 5-time European champion and 2023 World Combat Game winner.
Okay,
But
so
as
Daniel
we saw
Avila
just
against
a little
Josh
bit earlier,
Wade.
Chocolate Thunder is a big man.
Now, as if this guy wasn't dangerous
So Angel
enough
versus
as
Josh
he is,
Ortiz,
the number
Gilberto
1
versus Kendall
seed,
Perry,
Andre Kataskansi,
Godzilla versus
came in
Kofi,
at
Lasha versus
400
Daniel
pounds.
Akandu.
He's squaring off against the 12th seed,
And,
Sumo Tarzan,
Badri
Jackson Grady.
Jackson Grady comes in at 200
Katiskasti.
pounds.
I'm messing that up.
definitely looking at
So these
a
last 2
David and
seeds,
Goliath moment.
Let's take
they
a look at the
are
rules of
apparently
Sumo.
last minute replacements because I got the list of competitors 2 days ago. There was Hayden Southall, who is like huge, and Rob Fuimayono. He's nicknamed the Samoan Bulldozer, so that gives you an idea what
Will advance
how his
to
name
the
might be
next
spelled.
round.
I don't know how to say it though.
Determined by most battle wins and most time spent inside the doyo during the opening round. All right, let's go down into the doyo.
So
Speaking
wild
of
cards are
doyo,
determined
for
by.
our ace
Oh man, I missed the
reporter, Dan
exactly
Canobbio.
what it said. I think it said the longer if you lose but you are in the ring longer, then that makes you one of the wild card options. So one of the complications of trying to do this is I don't know where to put all of the windows that I need to make it work. Woo!
All the athletes today, and 2 very big narratives came through. We could potentially have 2
So,
brothers squaring off in the
I
second
am
round.
looking.
Angel
By the way,
Story and
I told the guy, the
Gilberto.
contact,
Angel is the younger
that
brother,
I
and he
was
has a
I was
career 10
speaking with
7 mark
that.
against his older brother, Gilberto.
Like,
Not
you
able to
don't
figure
call
out
these guys
their record
sumos,
backyard brawls.
but calling them
We'll have to
rikishi
figure out what
is not
happens as we go
technically
along.
correct
Second big
because
narrative
in Japan, like the pro sumo wrestlers there are rikishi, and elsewhere they're known as something else. And the announcer here called them rikishi, which that's not terrible. Like, it's whatever. It's not like a big problem. They didn't call them sumos, the biggest sumos in the world. Like, everybody would just turn it off if they knew anything. So the arena that they're in is as you might guess, not that big, and it's maybe half full, but there's still like, I don't know, I'm estimating maybe 400, 500 people there, which for Westchester, New York, which I'm assuming most of you don't know where that is, but it ain't that big. It's near New York City, but not close enough to just get a bunch of people from the city to go there. This is not a bad crowd. I don't think this is too bad at all. Yeah, Sumo Tori or what was it called? Inside Sport Japan, I saw them comment on Reddit. Like it was Senshu or Sanshu or something. Basically, it was a word I never heard. And it was supposed to refer to amateur sumo wrestlers. And it's like, dude, don't call them that. Don't call them that because no one's going to know what the hell you're talking about. Right? So yeah, Rikishi is fine. I told him wrestlers is okay too. Just, some of the biggest amateur sumo wrestlers in the world. Like, that would be fine. There'd be nothing wrong with that. But I guess it probably doesn't play well to not use any Japanese terminology. Now, see, I agree, that's a nice number. You're also trusting me to be estimating correctly. And I may not be. Like, I'm trying to get, so like over there's probably like 50 to, yeah, I mean, I'd say there's at least 300, minimum 300. 400 would be my best guess. It might be up to 500 because you can't see the whole crowd from where the camera is. So there might be more people like under and behind the camera. But if it's about full, like kind of equal across, yeah, 400 people. It's pretty good. DRD, this place that they're doing this at wouldn't fit 1,500 people. So I think they're probably happy with the turnout.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, and welcome to the #1 sumo production from the beautiful Westchester Center County, Plains, New York. Welcome to World Championship Sumo.
The #1 sumo production. Look, I'm getting a chance to watch this. I am not going to talk badly. I'm hoping this goes well. I will, in fairness, point out that I think it's the only sumo production in America. Like, the US Open isn't a production. The other tournaments aren't a production. But they're trying it, which is great. Asian Michael Buffer up in here.
Without further ado, help me welcome in our first match of the evening. Number 7, Rikishi, Josh Wade versus number 6, Daniel Big Dan Avila.
So, Danny Avila was diagnosed with cancer 2.5 years ago. He was a heavyweight. He came back as a lightweight. He's track and field background.
Yep, they're talking about Dan Avila coming back from leukemia. That was something we talked about in the interview, which you can find on our second channel, Sumo Spiffy's Raw Ingredients. Plug. Danny's looking like a big boy. His opponent is just like lean. This dude is an athlete. This is Josh Wade. This is a guy who weighs 220 pounds. And of the original lineup, he was the lightest guy by 45 pounds. Now, the last couple seeds, the last minute replacements, I didn't get a good look at the one guy because I was flipping between screens, but the last guy, Jackson Grady, he's tiny. I'm sort of curious how that's going to go.
You know, Danny told me, a couple of the other guys told me, they were a little bit nervous about the high hips of Josh Wade because he's so tall.
Wow. So his official weigh-in is 210, which is even less than I was told. He's the lightest guy, or again, was the lightest guy, but he's also the tallest at 6'5". So, like, Hokuseiho vibes? I mean, not in terms of behavior, I hope, but just, we'll see how much height helps versus weight in this. Really, that's what this battle is. Also, much respect to Danny Avila for keeping his glasses on in his promo picture. Shirt off, glasses on. That is a proper nerd, and I am here for it.
Introducing first, fighting out of the dojo. This warrior stands at 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 210 pounds, representing the United States of America. Help me welcome Judo Josh Wade.
See, I never understood nicknames like that. If your name is going to be Judo Josh, why don't they just introduce you as Judo Josh Wade?
His opponent fighting across the dojo.
Why is it Josh Judo Josh?
Stands at 6 feet 2 inches tall.
I'm sure it's not his choice.
Also representing the United States.
No, we don't talk about the fucking arm dangle.
Daniel Big Dan Avila.
Half the card is from your... Oh, okay, well, you got plenty of people to root for then.
Person inside the dojo, your Georgie, Oscar Dolan.
All right, now just to make sure I don't piss anyone off, now I'm going to turn off the audio. And now it's just going to be me talking. All right. Apparently they don't do much of a, like the warm-up like we see the Makuuchi guys do. All right, they're getting ready and they're off. Avila's got double grip immediately. Josh Wade's got a double grip, but he can't do anything with it. Avila just flips him out. Probably going to be Yorikiri. Not a difficult win for Danny Avila there. Now they're getting ready for match number 2. Like I said, 2 out of 3. So Danny was a number 6 seed. Josh was a number 7 seed. I don't know anything about Josh Wade. What I do know is he just got completely wrecked. All right, they're getting ready for the second match. Danny puts his hands down and... All right, one hand down. He's breathing hard. There we go. All right, Josh is going... Oh, he's got the double... Never mind. Josh Wade went for the double belt grip, and as soon as he got the left hand on the front of the belt, Danny just pushed him down because Danny is enormous compared to him. If the wild card is based on how long you last in the ring, I don't think Josh Wade is going to get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shobuari, the winner has been declared. Daniel Big Dan Avila.
Yup, Danny Avila. Moving on to the proper bracket.
The veteran wins the day.
Yeah, it's just, too strong. Center of balance was good, and I believe Dan Canobio has our winner right now. What you got, Dano?
They're doing a post-match interview with Dan right now. Now, with these heavyweight guys, you know they want to finish the match early. Like, big Tamawashi vibes here. And he did it. Like, Josh was not a lot of human to move, and he had no problem just essentially lifting him up in the first one and taking him out, and then letting Josh stand there and work really hard for a few seconds and then pushing him on his face. Whoever he gets next is probably going to be a little bit tougher, unless somehow, for example, Jackson Grady gets through.
Beautiful work there.
He seems to know, so Domzilla in the interviews and in other interviews I've seen, he's talked about he really doesn't like fighting smaller guys. Like, he loves fighting heavyweight matches because everybody's big. He's not a big fan of open weight all the time because some of those guys are really small and tough to maneuver with. But Danny seems like he doesn't have an issue with that. He seems like he can deal with that absolutely fine. Danny is a very nice guy, and you don't need to make Danny your enemy. Why do you say these things, Goose? There's no sand. This is mats. You know what?
Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome out our second match of the evening. Our number 8 versus number 5. Angel De La Torre versus Josh Ortiz.
Oops, hang on. I got a snipping tool here. Give me 1 second. As soon as the mat comes up, I will take a quick screenshot and show you what it looks like. Because it's very bare bones. Like, the actual fighting setup is very, very basic. It's functional, it works, but it's basic. All right, here we go. This is what it looks like.
He will try to overpower him, and I've seen Josh lift out guys much bigger than him.
So that's the next match getting set up. It's not, there's not much to it. It does the job. There's enough of a boundary for them to to plant against if they need to. It looks like it's secured down fairly well. But it's not like they didn't like get out the hay bales and stick them to the mat. This is muscle versus chunk here. We've got, yeah, Josh Ortiz and Angel Angel.
Also representing the United States of America.
Sometimes they say their name Angel. I don't know. Angel de la Torre.
When the action begins, your third person inside the dojo.
I mean, if you could see that, you can probably Google Josh Ortiz if you're not watching it. And just, I mean, this dude's got basically, if you take a bodybuilder and then just add sumo amounts of weight to him, that's what this guy looks like. Yeah, that's the official amateur ring. All right, they're getting ready. Josh is down. They're doing overhead. All right, Tachi. The belt. See, this is what I'm noticing about amateur. Belts get grabbed almost immediately. Each one's got, ooh, De La Torre. De La Torre got one nice little hip toss. Ortiz managed to stay on his feet, but he was already going out of the ring, and he could not stop his momentum. Ortiz goes down. De La Torre takes the first of the 2 of 3. And trying to commentate live is definitely as difficult as I thought it was gonna be. All right, they're getting ready for match number 2. Neither one expended a whole lot of energy on that first one. I'm sure Ortiz would like to expend a little bit more if he wants to get anything out of this evening. Ortiz hands down. De La Torre getting in position. Hands down. Here we go. Ooh, a big shoulder charge on the Tachi. De La Torre with the left hand grip right away. Ortiz with the right. Oh, De La Torre with both hands, and he's taller. He's got all the leverage. De La Torre, oh, he almost gets Kubanaga. No, De La Torre turns it around. Josh Ortiz almost got the throw, but once De La Torre kept his feet, there was no way for Ortiz to stop him from turning the throw around and chucking him on his head. 2-0, De La Torre wins, and I left the sound on for that one. Oops. It's Angel like the one with the wings. Okay.
Showing who is the veteran in the ring.
A sumo commentator, you say? That's probably too grandiose a term for me at the moment. Maybe by the end of the night, you'll be able to call me that. So De La Torre is doing an interview, and there is just no volume. So I just noticed that the volume control on Abima Live pay-per-view is maximum. I was going to leave the sound low because it was like, then I don't distract myself with it, but I just found out I can't turn it up without turning up my system volume. That is so strange. I don't understand why it's so quiet. This production seems pretty good so far. That would be my first question mark. Why is your volume so low baseline, folks? All right, next one we're going to have Gilberto De La Torre and Kendall Perry. I think I spelled Kendall's name wrong. I think it's D-E-L. Well, we're going to find out. And they're taking a quick break. I mean, it's pay-per-view. You don't need commercials. What is going on here, folks? Please wait until the match resumes. Well, now I'm curious how long that's going to be. Okay. So I set ads to manual so that nothing got played during a match. So now I'm going to experiment. I'm going to turn on an ad and just see how it goes. So please be prepared. Here it comes now. I hear no ad. I don't know. I clicked the insert ad button, and if nothing happened, nothing happened. So, yes, I can cross out names when people... No audio? Anyway, to finish my thought, I can cross out names when people get eliminated, but because there's 2 wild cards out of the losers going to the bracket, technically no one is eliminated until they finish these matches. All right, they're back.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome our next matchup to the dojo. Gilberto De La Torre versus Kendall Perry.
What?
Gilberto De La Torre, Mexican-American dual citizenship, visited Japan at 23 as part of the U.S. amateur team.
So,
He got beat at the 2022 World
I'm trying to figure out what exactly the setup here is. Like, what is the plan for the evening? If they're going to have these, like, 3-minute breaks every 2 matches. Because that seems unnecessary. Like, get through the first round, then have a break while you set up the next brackets, and then do the next round, and then have a break, and so on and so on. I mean, I'm just nitpicking. I just want to keep going. I thought you didn't have... Well, I mean, yes, if you had ad blocker, that would definitely be a reason, but I thought you didn't. Doesn't matter. All right.
Introducing our number 9 Rikishi. He's at 6 feet tall, weighing in at 265 pounds, representing the United States. Help me welcome Kendall Freight Train Perry.
All right. This dude says Rikishi. And I'm pretty sure that anybody who wants to yell at me about pronunciation should yell at him first. Passing the buck like a pro.
Also representing the United States of America, help me welcome Gilberto De La Torre.
No, I thought your Firefox didn't have ad blocker. Oh, I'm thinking of your laptop. All right, we're probably talking a little too much about our actual lives here. All right. The wrestlers bow. They step into the ring. And now I will remember to mute and not be a dick. Number 4, Gilberto De La Torre, Kendall Perry. They are crouching. They are putting their hands down. We are going to get ready soon. Here we go. Kendall gets the push on big old Gilberto. He's pushing him back. Gilberto stepping around the ring. He's just managing. Oh, he's got to turn around. Now Gilberto's got central position in the ring. He's got a double grip on Kendall. Kendall's pushing him back. Gilberto doesn't want to go, but he is not being given much of a choice. Spins Kendall to the rope again. Gilberto has learned the lesson of ring position. Gilberto is now my favorite guy in this competition. Oh, but now he's failing to hold it. Oh, and now he's getting it back, sidestepping back around. He's managing to maintain his double belt grip, but Kendall has the same thing. Kendall's got his head in against the taller Gilberto's jaw. He keeps pushing up, but he can't do anything with it. He's only got the right hand on the belt now. Kendall is trying... Now he's got the left. Gilberto not really defending his belt very well. He's trying to just make use of his double grip, pushing Kendall back. They're just tilting at the rope, and Gilberto wins. He had Kendall on the rope, and Kendall was trying to stay in, so Gilberto bear pawed him in the face. Win by Yogiashi. That was legit. The way this thing is going, whoever of these guys doesn't win is almost certainly going to be a wild card. So, assuming I understood those rules correctly, I saw them for about 2 seconds before they went off the screen. All right, they're double checking Gilberto's Mawashi. Now they're double checking Kendall's, just, to be fair, I suppose. And both wrestlers are getting a little bit more of a break this time. But now they step into the ring, up to the line. Gilberto's down. He wants to get to this. Kendall's got his hands on his knees. He looks more tired than Gilberto, and he's definitely got the apparent fitness advantage. And they're off. Kendall comes in with the left shoulder, gets the left hand around the back. Oh, we've got our first 1-1 match. Kendall Perry gets the left hand all the way around the back of Gilberto's belt, and Gilberto just cannot resist any kind of push from that position. Kendall is struggling. He's one of the more muscular guys we've seen, but he is breathing hard. Gilberto looks like he's out for a picnic walk. I mean, he's breathing a little hard, but he does not look like he's nearly as gassed. Do they go on the ref's hockey eye? Yes, but the ref seems to be calling it as quickly as possible. There's no pause or anything like that. All right. They're stepping around, trying to get their legs back under them. Gilberto, again, ready to go. Kendall taking his time. Hands down. Here we go. Kendall, a little slower to get in. He's getting his hands around Gilberto's arms, but he's not able to get to the belt yet. Gilberto trying to get on the belt. Looks like his left hand's on the belt. He's pushing Kendall back. He's got the central ring position, trying to creep the right hand in. Okay, the right hand is on the belt. Kendall's got his left at the front of Gilberto's belt, but man, that does not look like it's nearly as useful. Gilberto just using his weight. Kendall backing up. Oh! Kendall Perry just turns his hips, and Gilberto de la Torre's feet cannot keep up with the move. He just falls down, aka like Kazuma. Did I just say that right? Much like Kazuma a few times in the previous Pro Basho. Just flop, collapse. Kendall Perry moves on. Gilberto de la Torre probably going to be a wild card the way this is going. But both of them may need an oxygen tank to get ready for the quarterfinals. Not a Nuchari. It wasn't quite... A Nuchari requires really flipping the guy past you, and this was much more like... So we're so used, if we watch a lot of Pro Sumo, we're used to seeing the guys get their leg in front of the other guy's leg and use that as a trip. In this case, Kendall kind of just turned his hips and used his muscles, and I'm not entirely sure what that would count as. Probably, I think his arm was over the top, so I think that would be a Watanabe. It's not, okay. It's somewhere between pro and amateur. Like, there's a money prize for the winner, but these are basically guys who do amateur competition. Oh no, Goose is ready. There's not a consolation bracket. There's what I remember seeing was that if you last longer in a losing effort, then you become one of the wild cards. All right, Goose, I do not have a particular channel to bring you to, so we're just gonna see if I can do a call or something. Hello?
Hello.
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 Hey everyone, it's Goose. Goose is on the show now.
Listen to me. If you're go inside and stick your hand inside the cash register for no reason.
Yeah. Listen.
Money is your money as of right now.
Listen, I said Abi was going to inspire a rise in the Australian crime rate, and this is the beginning of it. Turn him up.
It has already.
All right, I turned Goose up. I've turned him up about as loud as I can personally deal with.
All right. Dominic, Kenny, Hayden, and Angel are the absolute killers to watch. Rob as well, are the absolute killers to watch out for.
So are you saying that Rob and Hayden are two of the absolute killers to watch out for?
Hayden is the current American heavyweight gold medalist.
Hayden, who isn't here?
Hayden's not there? He told me he was there.
Well, that was the list of guys that I got. So when I made the video, the list of guys that I got was the one I put in the video. And the list of guys that they announced, the number 11 and 12 seeds, the bottom guys, were replacements. Rob and Hayden are no longer on the list. Instead, we have Daniel Akondu and Jackson Grady.
Representing the United States of America, help me
Wow.
welcome
Yeah.
Dominus is the other absolute beast to watch out for
Yes.
because he got bronze in open weight at Amateur Worlds.
Yep.
And I have stories about him from Thailand that I cannot share here.
We're about to see Domzilla go. So on the poster, the one poster that I put in an earlier video, it said Dom weighs 380. What I got from the guy I was talking to at Abima, he weighed 525, and now his weigh-in on the screen was 425. So as far as I know, he weighs about as much as the sun.
I'll explain this to you. They are lying to you. Everything is exaggerated here.
Sure, but which lie is the most lie? That's the question. All right, they're getting ready. Dom and
Kofi. What a
Kofi.
pound was. Fans up.
Hands down. Go. Whoa, Dom just popped Kofi, but Kofi handled it pretty good. Dom gets his hands on Kofi's chest, though, turns him and pushes him out. That took about half the time it took me to say what happened. Dom had no problem taking that one, and Kofi has got to be wondering what he's supposed to do in match number 2 to have any kind of a chance. Then again, given that it's Dominus Davis Williams, aka Domzilla, he might have been wondering that going into match number 1. By the way, Dom is a very nice
Dom's endurance, but
yeah,
he is fucking killer when he needs to be. Yes.
Yes, Dom. I have a feeling that if Dom's going to have problems, it's going to be maybe in the semis or the finals for that exact reason. The first guy who caught him was not going to have a good day.
Nah. You were saying. Right.
But Dom is... So both of them are kind of sitting at the outside of the ring for a while, and Dom had his hands on his legs despite his victory taking about 2.5 seconds. So...
A lot happened in those 2 seconds.
Well, sort of. Dom's got his hands down. Here we go. Dom's got the initial push. This time he doesn't even have to turn Kofi. Kofi... Let's give Kofi this. He did a good job getting hit and not dying. That's about the most we can say for that effort. He is almost certainly out of the competition. Dom will be moving on to the proper bracket, or to the bracket proper, if you want to say it correctly.
I asked the worst compliment you can give a fighter. He's got a good chin.
Yeah, right. I actually cannot turn Goose up much for more than I already have.
I'll probably blast him.
Yeah, he's going to be very loud on my end at that point. We did not test how to make it work a little bit more efficiently beforehand. Something to work on for next time, I suppose. That's all you can do against Dom. Get hit. Yeah, I mean, that does make sense.
Hanker his ass and shoot for the leg is the only strategy I can come up with.
I'm sort of disappointed that Josh Wade didn't have to fight him, just because that skinny-ass dude would either fly into the crowd, and if you saw the screenshot, you saw how far away the crowd is from the ring, or he would actually get around Dom and make things interesting. I think number 1 would have happened, but I guess we won't find out, because he lost pretty quick.
Yeah, Dominus is someone I'm very interested in as a competitor, because he's, I think, 21. Or like very young. He is very young. He's not done growing yet. He's still getting better at the sport.
Yeah,
a lot of potential for him to take over some of the top guys like Jay, Scriven, and that kind of fallout.
Yeah, I thought he was like 22 23. I could be wrong. He could be 21. All I know is, like, Danny Avila's been in the game since 2016, and he's 27 or 28. Like, these guys are pretty young, even when they have a lot of experience. And Dom's been, here's the thing, Dom's been doing this for a year. A year.
Yeah. And he got bronze at Worlds.
Yes. And just to clarify, because I know in the last video I said that I said he was the third guy, and then I had a graphic that said it was wrong. But he's only the fourth guy. I wasn't wrong by a lot. It's just that the records on the Federation website didn't go all the way back to Manny Yarborough in 92, 93, 94. Those were just listed as, like, the events happened. There were no names. And then there were 2 women the last couple years, and I had completely forgotten that was a separate list. But that means in total, men, women, through all time, there have only been 6 medalists. And he's one of them after doing this for a year. It is still crazy. And we are on, officially, another break.
You might find this interesting then. Rick from Kimboshi Sumo found the 1998, I guess, American Sumo Championships. It's some weird ESPN thing. I don't know what it is proper, but it did look pretty interesting.
Like an old recording of it?
Yeah, an old TV special.
Damn. Was it like the whole thing, or was it the ESPN type, we're going to show you 5 matches out of 100 or something?
I don't think there was a lot of people there to begin with. I also don't know if it was the official tournament, but I sent it to you regardless.
Oh, all right, cool. Thank you.
Because I watched it muted on stream because it wasn't ESPN footage, so I didn't want to take the risk.
That's fair. North American Sumo Champ. Yeah, I'm going to check this out later, and maybe I can do something with it. Who knows? I sort of doubt that ESPN would even, like, this kind of thing is so old that it makes me wonder if ESPN would even have it trigger a copyright thing if I decided to use it for breakdowns or something. Like, this is how they did amateur sumo 28 years ago.
Yeah, if you chop it up and mute it, you should be fine.
Yeah, like, I also do a little bit of a zoom in most of the time. It depends on the angle, like the camera angle. That helps too. So, I don't know. We'll see. All right, so they're back from the break. This one was shorter. I don't even know why they called it a break.
Flesh, that's the
yeah, Yuri, a year.
Trojan dude, right?
A year.
Coming in to the arena. And behind him, our first Georgian of the night, Lasha Geladze.
So now we're on to Lasha Geladze and Daniel Akandu. And we'll see if Daniel can take down, I believe, a 5-time European champion and work his way into the bracket after getting called in on, at most, 2 days' notice. Lasha weighing in 368, Daniel 292. Daniel's shorter, so we'd like to say maybe he has some leverage or something, but I think we know that's just not likely to happen. Daniel looks happy to be here. I hope he is.
Sometimes being shorter is an advantage, a la Hakano Fuji.
Sometimes. Yep. Although it's, in fairness, it is more of an advantage in, like, freestyle wrestling, or more consistently an advantage in freestyle wrestling.
Representing the United States of
Right.
America, help me welcome Daniel.
I'm talking more the Hakano Fuji situation where, like, he can just sit underneath the armpits very comfortably without overextending. And is just in a very scary Yarikiri position.
Yeah, that is true. One thing I don't know is how much you have to practice being the shorter guy to be able to do that effectively.
Representing the Republic of Georgia, help me welcome Lasha Geladze.
That's just one of the fun things about amateur sumo, though. Is like, you're a Muay Thai guy like me, and so you're very used to fighting within, like, I think it's like 10 pounds of someone your size, you know?
Yeah.
But in sumo, sometimes you get to be the big guy, sometimes you get to be the small guy, and it changes your strategy immensely in a match.
Well, Someday I'll get to try it and find out for myself. All right, they're getting ready to go. Doing the initial crouch and thumbs up hello to each other. You know, the sumo tradition. Hands are hovering over the mat. Hands go down. Off we go. Daniel gets his hands up. Lasha's just trying to overwhelm him with size. He's got him back against the rope. And Daniel, a good effort. But Daniel just gets literally run over by a truck. As Lasha Geladaze just walks through him and he falls down. Like, it's very strange to describe things like that, but that's literally what happened. Daniel could not go any further back, so he just fell over and Lasha walked past him. Like, that was the win. It must have been a Yorikiri. This is reminding me of judging amateur Muay Thai, because you watch really high level stuff and you're like, oh man, they're so clean. Like, I want to go learn how to officiate that kind of stuff. And then you watch the amateurs and they're just slap fighting. And this is not
Just
slap
swinging
fighting.
hooks at the oxygen.
Right. Like, this is not the slap fighting version of sumo. They're not terrible or anything. They're good. But it's not the level that, if you just watch the real thing in Japan, this is not the level that you're used to. Silly things are happening. They're getting ready for match number 2. Daniel now needs to pull 2 rabbits out of his hat. We'll see what he can do. Hands are down. Off we go. Wow, Lasha did a double fake slap. Gets his arms. Wow, nobody's got the belt. Belts have been immediate in this, all of these matches so far. Lasha just controls Daniel's hands, pushes him. Daniel's feet cannot stay under him. Down he goes. Lasha lands on him. That should be Oshi-Taioshi, I believe. And that's a quick 2-0. Although Daniel lasted long enough that he might actually get the wild card. Because so far, 3 of the 4 matches before this were even faster.
Yes, too much power.
It's like baseball before World War II. Yeah, it's audio only. So I was given a code to watch the pay-per-view, but it's a BEMA. Like, I can't play what they're showing just live, especially because it's pay-per-view. Like, they didn't give me a free version of this so that I could display it to the world. That would be a no-go. I don't even know if I can use any of this for content later. That's still an open question.
I would go with no.
Well, I asked, and the guy who I've been talking to did not have a clear answer yet. He said it was above his pay grade. I will be double checking with him after this to be like, can I? I may have to go with 1998 ESPN footage, though.
As someone who's been avoiding the Nihon Sumo Kyokai's Bitcoin Assassins online for the last 3 years, don't risk it.
No, I wouldn't risk just doing it. I would not do it without permission. Like, unless the guy said it should be good, I wouldn't do it. Like, I got enough ideas. I don't need to work with this to make a video. But it might be cool if I was allowed to do so. That's all. Okay. The number 1 seed, Badri Katiskatsi. Man, that collection of letters, if you say it slowly, it makes sense. If you try to say it quickly, it absolutely doesn't. Jackson Grady, little dude. This is a legit David versus Goliath fight. I have not seen this guy's weight yet, but he is a tiny, tiny guy. 195 pounds. Oh my
Good
God.
Lord.
I want to see Badri's numbers because he might be literally twice this guy's weight.
People talking about the commentary a lot. I'm having fun listening to someone else's commentary show for once.
Yeah, not having to do the work this time. 350. So 350 versus 195. Not double.
Goodness gracious.
So Jackson obviously has a chance.
The one advice I have: forget whatever you're saying when the match is won, and just yell the name of the Kamarite.
Well, with these matches, it's a little difficult to tell sometimes. Like I said, in the last match, the guy just walked over the guy. All right, here we go. Badri, wow. I didn't even get a chance to say anything. So this is what happened. I can just say after the match, Jackson stood up, Badri pushed him, Jackson retook his stance, Badri pushed him again, and Jackson found himself out of the ring. And I mean that very literally, because Badri stopped going at him, Jackson looked down at his feet and saw he had left the ring. He had been pushed over the rope so that his feet did not touch the rope. He did not realize he had lost at that point. That was absurd. Here they go again. Jackson attacks. Badri just waits for him, catches him in his clutches. Oh, he hits him with a baby carry. But he doesn't get him out with the baby carry. Jackson sticks his feet on the rope and makes Badri fall on him. Was that a wise decision? Absolutely not. Was it entertaining? Yes, very. Badri, I'm not going to say it, beats Jackson Grady in the second match by Oshitayoshi. Clonk. Oh, that was a solid replay. Like, I understand people not wanting to pay the $20 for this pay-per-view, but, I mean, you would have got half your value just watching the replay of that fight.
Hell yeah. Suridashi, by the way, not baby carry.
Yeah. So that's what I call a Suridashi. When they grab him by the back of the Mawashi and just pick him up in the air like he's a little child, that's the baby carry to me. First time I ever saw it was Tochinoshin doing it to Terutsuyoshi, and the size difference is just...
That's where Hiro Moita embarrassed him so badly, like I've never seen on sports commentary. He's picked him up and carried him like a baby.
Yeah,
like, bro, that is a Makuuchi wrestler,
dude. I did not know that. Like, it's so like it's such an obvious comparison that I'm not surprised. I mean, obviously one person came up with it before me. It's probably been hundreds or thousands. It's just how it looks. Especially because the guy getting carried is holding on like a toddler who's angry he has to go to bed.
Yeah.
Are the organizers going to post a recap of this somewhere? I don't know anything about what they're going to do. So here, I think they probably will, but here's what I know. If you look for them online, you can find them without much problem, but finding information about past events and stuff is not that easy. I found videos of the two events they've held so far. One was from early 2024 and one was from mid 2025. So they have not been doing it at regular intervals. But they did go online. What I didn't check was who posted it. So I don't know if it was them who did it officially. But they did go up somewhere, so I'm guessing this one will too. Yes, bedtime is strictly 8 p.m. All right. So now they're on a break, but this break makes sense because they finished the first 6 matches. So now they're going to go on to the bracket. So right now we've got Dan Avila. I'll just change the names of the people who definitely won. I think it was Angel. Oh God, now I'm forgetting. No, I think it was. Oh God, I forgot. I think they're both moving on anyway.
Dominus Williams goes forward. Kendall Perry, that was a bit of an upset. He's going forward to the quarterfinals. Lasha Jaladze, obviously, and Badri Kataskatse is going forward. The big question is our two who are the wild cards.
Honestly, so we have to know who the 2 wild cards are because they are probably those, depending upon their ranking, those are the ones who are going to go against the first.
Okay, so they're talking about the wild cards now.
Lowest ranking is Kendall so far.
But because I can't turn up the volume anymore, I have no idea what they're saying.
He would be going against Badri next.
All right, let's take a look at action from the opening round.
All right, they're just going through highlights of the opening round. Yeah, so Kendall beat Gilberto. I believe the higher seed won in every match except for Kendall Perry's.
Oh, definitely.
Because he had an absolute war with Kendall.
But yeah, they're talking about Gilberto should move on anyway, so he'll be one of the wild cards. He might get his chance at revenge.
Our boy right here, King Kofi, come back for that second slot.
He showed a lot of chutzpah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
I like
Angel
to see
won.
how angry he was with himself.
He wants to come back for a vengeance.
I like his attitude.
So the question is, who gets the second wild card? Because all the other matches were fairly quick. Like, Dom beating Kofi
I'm giving
was
it to
immediate.
Hayden.
Dominus.
You wanted Hayden?
He thought it. And this is a
I've
pretty
decided Hayden gets the wild card.
Well, I mean, give him a call. Tell him to get over here. They could use him.
Because, of course, he's going against one of the best in the world. I'd like to see what he could do. against
It could be one of the two fill-ins, Daniel Akondo or Jackson Grady, who gets the wild card, because some of those matches were so fast.
David versus Goliath in Wikipedia, and you're going to have that match with Badri and Grady. And I'll tell you what, give Grady a lot of credit, man. The guy went in there with the guy who literally outweighed him, is one of the best in the world. The guy was 2x his weight.
Yeah, that is.
He was not 2x his weight. Now they're saying he's double his weight. No, you must learn to read numbers. Okay, so we've got
Things do happen.
Here's the bracket.
Kofi is going to be in.
Okay, so it looks like Gilberto does move forward on the
And,
and
yep,
Kofi,
Gilberto.
they're reading our minds.
Yes.
Reading our minds. Yeah.
I'm really glad
That's
to see
who
him
we-
back.
All right, so here are the new matchups.
We've got Kendall
We've
right
got
there, taking that upset, going against Angel. We thought that was going to be his brother, but no.
Badri versus
In the
Kofi.
third heat, we've got Dominus versus Danny Avila and Lashley
Angel
versus Gilberto. So we
versus
possibly see that brother matchup.
Sounds like
Dom,
we're
or no,
getting ready to
Kendall.
rock and roll, so we're gonna talk just a little bit more about them.
Dom
about that matchup between
versus
Gilberto and Gilazzi. I like that.
Daniel. Oh, darn it, Dom and Daniel got a fight. They were talking in the interview.
That's
It's
gonna
like,
be good.
man, you seem like a nice guy. I don't want to have to fight you.
Danny Avila, that's gonna
And then, oh, Lasha against Gilberto. So Lasha is, so the top two seeds have to get the wild cards. But because one of those wild cards is one of the top guys, we've got number 2 against number 4.
it might.
Ooh, that's excitement. Much excite. If you know, you know.
An angry Kofi Miller. What can we look forward to in that match?
Oh boy, I am honestly finally gonna probably see Badri's famous face slaps. Because
There are no more Joshes. We started with 2 Joshes, and all the Joshes are gone.
with Kofi, but Kofi wanting revenge, he took the number 3. You know, he took some hits from number.
It's a very bad day for Joshes in sumo.
Number 1.
And like you were saying, the revenge fight right
Now
there
let me see if I can
is
spell these
the
correctly.
brother Of Gilberto,
Hatis-
who Kendall beat.
Got-
So Angel
see?
can now try to avenge his
All
brother's
right.
loss.
But first, he's got to make it through Kendall. If he can do that,
Torre.
there is a chance later on in
Erie.
the round where he can actually come back.
So,
and
see, if you have a
fight
hyphenated
brother.
last name, I
But
just
that
go
would
with your
be
nickname. That's
taking
just,
out
it's
a
much
guy
simpler that
like
way.
Dominus Williams.
Dan Vila.
Yeah, so that one we
Gilberto.
might not see as much as we'd love to see it. All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
All right.
Anyone now left? We
Neither
don't
Josh.
know what you've done.
It's unfortunate
Anyone
because
else
we didn't get to see it. We didn't have Josh on Josh Crime.
We know
And that would have made things a lot simpler. We could have found out who the superior Josh was, and at least one question would be answered.
Too much.
Say it again?
You know me. I love Dom.
Joshes have been through too much. Forgive them.
It's gonna be a good one. Have there been any surprises?
I'm not angry. It's okay. I'm just disappointed.
No, Kendall Perry was really, he really
God.
dug deep on that one. I thought he was going to give up after that first round, but he really dug in himself, understood that he needed to get under Gil and start working angles.
Well,
He's not going to drive a man like that straight.
Look,
down.
however this all turns out,
Sides and angles.
at least we're having fun.
Of sumo itself. You
Hey, I'm having a good time.
you've dedicated
Remember to go to
your life
Rollertown
to
Showdown
sumo.
in April 24th and 25th in Dallas, Texas. I'll be there. Spiffy will be there. JJ
I'm
will
not.
be there.
I'm not going to be there.
Right? Because you burned
50 will be there. If
I'm
you want
not-
to see some good arts.
really,
Rollertown.
Sumo,
Can,
you know
can
where
you
to go.
give those details again? I will put them on the screen.
changes lives, doesn't it?
It really does. And honestly,
April 24th and 25th in Frisco, Texas.
over to Japan.
You said Dallas.
Good, a good sport for.
No, it's the Dallas Club. It's in Frisco.
I mean, you've got these kids
Okay, that's fine. Frisco sounds way, way more tumbleweed, man.
but they get a chance to shine. And
It's like 30 minutes from the center of the city. It's a perfectly fine venue.
Okay.
It's gonna be massive.
And so it is a
I know nothing about Texas. I am just talking mess for no reason.
I love it.
One more thing.
Which
Well,
I really
look
should.
forward to showing you around when I get there.
There's so many Texans in sumo. I should not do that. That's just a dumb move.
Chozu.
Yeah, they're showing their open hands. They're saying we agree to fight without weapons. It's absolutely
Also,
beautiful. And we're gonna
say hello to Goose
and when we come
if you're going to be there.
Hello, Goose.
Don't say hello to me because I won't.
gonna get settled when we come back.
You can say hello to me, but I won't hear you because I won't be there. Like, let's just. I look forward to Goose telling people
Spiffy
on his
will be
broadcast
there. He
that
told
I'm
me
going to
that
be
himself.
there, and it's not going to be true.
Why would you lie?
I would say, why would you lie? But I know why you would lie. You're a criminal.
It's because it's easy. That
You're a
my
hopium
country not
thief.
been through enough.
You're telling me I should go because you're going to be in California, and we're not going to see each other anyway. I know that. It's hard to go to things during the school year when you have the whole summer off. Have things in the summer, or sorry, Goose, in the winter. We've got to be international about
in
this.
Texas. You don't need to convert. You don't need to convert international dates when you're talking to an Americans in America. I appreciate you, but goddamn.
Listen, hey, I didn't say it's because he's Australian. I don't believe Australians are inherently criminal-minded. I do not believe that poor behavior is in the blood there. I just think it's Goose. I don't need nightlife. I don't fucking need nightlife, man. That's the last
There's
thing
no
I need.
nightlife out here, don't worry.
Oh, he's talking about, Axe is talking about Frisco. Go to Dallas. No, that's fine. If I want to go to a combat sports event and see what the combatants get up to when they're drunk at 1 a.m., I can just go to Iowa for the Muay Thai tournament and see what they do there. Eight wrestlers are left. In fact, I'm just going to put the nope, I can't put that on the screen. That's not actually the bracket anymore. I was going to just let you see it. But I'll just make this bracket bigger. Hooray! Larger words, easier to read.
Gentlemen, are you enjoying sumo?
This guy has like classic announcer voice. Are you enjoying? I've never heard an announcer ask, "Are you enjoying event?" That's kind of amazing.
Number 1, Rikishi, Padre Katiskatsi versus Kofi, King Kofi Miller.
All right, so you heard it here first. The number
Rocket,
1 seed
look,
will be
I'm
squaring off against
I'm gonna be
Kofi.
just a little bit honest and earnest for a moment.
Kofi, as we said,
Goose making that video was fucking amazing.
in his
That thing
loss.
with the glasses was fantastic. And like, I was gonna put words on the screen over top of it as like commentary, and then I took them all out because I was like, this needs to stand on its own. It's too good.
No question about it.
Genuinely.
I'm glad because you seemed upset when I first sent it to you.
Georgian here in New York.
I wasn't upset at you. I was only upset with me.
So I had no intention of winning that, but no, that's the wrong word.
No.
for it. I did not anticipate winning that.
No, I don't
Like,
think.
oh, Takano show, I'm dead. Midori Fuji, I'm dead, and then I just clinch it anyway.
Both of
Right, because you can't lose points for really bad picks. You can only gain points for ones that work. And somehow it worked.
Introducing our number 10, Rikishi.
All right, we've got Badri versus Kofi Miller. Badri had to turn around. This seems just mean. They put him last because he was the #1 seed, and now in the bracket, he's the -- seed, so he has to go first. Maybe that's just like the price you pay of being the top guy, but that's question marks.
At 6 feet tall, weighing at 350 pounds. Help me welcome, representing Georgia, Badri Kati.
All right, they're getting ready. Hopefully they got their wind back. They've had enough of a break. Although I don't want to underestimate how fatiguing several sumo matches in a day can be. Again, the closest people who do this are 4 hours away, so I have never had the opportunity. All right, Kofi's got his hands down. Here we go. Kofi charges. Badri just waits for him, catches his belt, but Kofi's got his belt too, and he's got the momentum. Oh, a nice little trip. Kofi Miller looked like he had it. Badri Kataskatsi hits him with the ankle trip. Looks, I'm going to say Uwatanage. That's how that looked. It was a very nice move. Kofi was just trying to use pure power, and Badri got him with the skill. Unfortunately, they're not putting the Kimarite on the screen or anything like that. No one is announcing it, so I'm just taking my best guess with this. All right. Getting ready for number 2.
It's not like they'll know.
Say again?
You can just lie to them. It's not like they'll know.
But I want to be correct. Kofi charges. Badri just doesn't want to move his feet. That was... All right. So Badri Kataskatsi just stood there, caught a 300-something pound man, turned, and flipped him on his back. He didn't bother actually moving his feet forward or backwards in that match. Just a single rotation to the side, and he's moving on to the semifinals. And he's screaming like he won a championship. Dude, you're the #1 seed. Act like you've been there. I'm not going to say that to his face.
I will. I'll tell him you said it too. Don't worry.
So the thing is, the leg trip isn't really what did it. It was more of a throw where he used the trip to get the guy off balance. So it should be Owatanage, the belt throw. I'm pretty sure. But appreciate the clarification. I do forget that from time to time.
Alrighty, time for our second bout in the quarterfinals. Andrew Park, let's get him started.
Yuri, several sprint fights in one day. Like, these guys, some of these guys look like they're actually trying to treat this like a sprint. Like they were just charging forward and just churning their legs. I imagine trying to flip a 300-and-something pound dude over your hip is exhausting in a very particular way, and you don't want to do it like 17 times if you can avoid it.
Takes a bit of strength.
Yeah. This is why we all love Wakamoto Haru doing ucharis, because it's completely insane anyone can do them at all, and he does them really well.
This is the revenge you and I were talking about.
Now, Angel's gonna come.
All right. Kendall Perry, whose name I am still misspelling, is taking on the brother of the man he beat in the first round. This is gonna be fun, unless it isn't. They have put the wrong graphic on the screen. Here we go, Kendall Perry. At merely an 85-pound deficit. That's just normal stuff for sumo. Also, there's a bunch of frat boys in the background wearing, oh my god. I am actually sort of glad that y'all aren't watching this, because you know how, like, if you go to a sushi restaurant and the just as the theme, you've got like the cook wearing the headband around his head because it's quote unquote Japanese. They handed out headbands like that say WCS on them for everybody to wear, and a bunch of people in the first row on both sides are wearing them. WCS. I'm having fun. Honestly, this is a pretty good time. That's ridiculous. Please don't.
Yeah. Nah, I shouldn't talk trash on the sponsor, should I?
They're not your they're not anybody's sponsor. I'm just like, I'm having a great time. I like doing the interview. I like being able to do this. So I'm like being positive towards them, but I have no reason not to call out a bad idea. All right, here we go. Kendall and Angel. Oh my God. Angel, despite being given Kendall's name, simply hits Kendall, gets his arms under his armpits. Kendall offers literally zero resistance and is pushed out of the ring. Yori Kiri all the way.
Gotta watch those hands. Gotta watch those hands. We're going pro rules. So
If you've watched enough Hiro to Umi fights and you've seen him get a mega jump on somebody to the extent that the opponent is like, wait, you didn't call a false start? That is exactly what happened there. Kendall Perry, but the thing with this level is when both hands are down, you still have to wait for the ref. So Kendall has no excuse. Like, the dude put his hands down. You needed to be ready. He's got his arms up like, wait, we were going? Yes, you were going. What are you paying attention to? This is the third event they've hosted. It's the first one. They did one in mid-2025. The first one was in early 2024.
Apparently there's a bit of drama between World Elite Sumo and World Championship Sumo as well, so Osunarashi continues to be a menace.
Edo, thank you for that insight. That's very good to know, and what you say is exactly how his matches have looked so far. All right, they still are putting the wrong names on the wrong sides here, but here we go. Kendall puts up some resistance this time, and Angel just grabs him both arms around the back of the belt and flings him on his backside, makes it look easy. Whatever energy he had to start with, he hasn't used much of it. He moves on to the semifinals. I'm pretty sure Badri is going to be a tougher test.
That's Edible Konyeha in the chat, by the way, if you're wondering. You know?
Yeah, he got in the comments of the one video and pointed out that he was on the picture for this event that I put up, but he just wasn't able to make it. And I had been wondering, like, I wonder if any of these guys have any idea who I am. And I wasn't expecting it to be true. And all of a sudden, he's there, and I'm just like, oh my God, that's so cool.
You're a bigger name than you think in the sumo world, man.
I mean, technically by the numbers, but when you have less, I guess, you know, being on YouTube and having fewer than 10K viewers, it always feels a little bit invisible when you see so many people with like hundreds of thousands.
Numbers. We're a niche foreign sport that most people don't understand. You got to scale back the scale. By the way, I'm catching up.
Are you?
What am I on? I'm on 7.8K. You're on 8.8K.
Wow, you really are catching up because I was way further ahead of you than that for a while.
I'll get you, bitch.
Probably. Wasn't that long ago. I think you were at like 3.
I mean, I'm doing a different thing, though. It's understandable. Yeah, we gained like 1,000 subscribers at Basho, and we got 2,000 this time.
Holy
Because Ao Nishiki is good for sumo.
Yeah.
The amount of people that come in talk about Ao Nishiki is awesome.
That is crazy. Oh, and now another 2 matches and a break. Hooray.
Speaking of numbers, by the way, I saw your second channel.
Yeah.
Was that your decision to have Leo Dickinson on?
No, they put up the so when they were talking to me initially about it, they were like, we can do a roundtable or we can do like 15-minute one-on-one. So I was like, I mean, the roundtable is fine. We'll like, but if something changes, I'll let you know. And then, but when he said that, because he has been talking about one-on-one interviews, I thought he meant me just talking to both guys at once. And then he explained it later that there'd be like more media, but he didn't tell me how many people. So I was like, oh, well, I got all these questions ready. Say what?
Sounds like a pretty poorly organized thing backstage.
I think it was reasonably organized, and just because me and the guy I was talking to, we had other miscommunications as far as what was going on. So I think he's used to people who are a little more used to doing these interactions than someone completely new like me. So I don't think anyone did anything wrong. I think there was just stuff I didn't understand. But then I was like, well, do you want me to do like these side interviews, or do you want to just do the roundtable? He's like, let's just do the roundtable. And then I found out it was just Shady and Leo. I'm like, oh, well, that's not that bad. I'm not like going to be fighting a bunch of people to get questions in. And it ran really smoothly. So I thought it was good. But no, they didn't tell me how many other people or who was going to be there.
Right. I just found it funny to click on your other channel and immediately see my direct competition, Leo Dickinson.
I mean, is Leo really your direct competition? Because if you've got that many
the only
people...
other English commentator, yeah.
What about Midnight?
Twitch, different environment.
Leo's on Twitch. Does Leo do it on both?
Oh, I guess so. I never knew he was on Twitch.
I thought Leo only did the live stuff on Twitch, and then he did like the video stuff on YouTube.
Nah, he goes live on YouTube to 1,000 people.
Oh, well. Had no idea. Yeah, his following on Twitch is not nearly that big. But like I saw another name come up on Twitch recently, but like everybody got shut down except Midnight, Leo, and Queen Bee. And I don't know why those three are still there. Not that I'm mad, but I'm just surprised. It's one of the
funniest fucking things, because everyone keeps getting shot on YouTube and on Twitch, and it's the same people who are copyright striking them, because it happened to us. We figured out how to avoid it, and no one else can. And I just watched the rest of the sumo world just step on the same break over and over again.
So basically, somebody
tells you who shoots you in the face. It's not a mystery,
right? So it's like they're not even like doing it differently. So it's like they're not even interested in stopping it. They're just interested in stopping the people who do it a particular way, and they don't want to work any harder at it.
He stands at 6 feet tall, representing
the
United States of America.
It's Midnight.
I mean, I directly benefit from it.
Yeah.
But if any of those people ever reach out to us, we will tell them exactly what to do to stop it from happening.
Yeah.
But they don't, so fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know. Midnight's got 2,500 subs on Twitch. I don't know how. It's insane. Like, they must know about him. He's got to have cut a deal with somebody. I don't know how else he stays off their radar.
Yeah, they've shot him before.
All right, it's Daniel Avila and Dominus Davis Williams. The two interview guys have to face each other now. This is amazing. This is the first match that doesn't look like a blowout waiting to happen. Dan gets his hand down. Here we go. Dom pushes Dan. Dan is standing in really well against it. Ooh. Dom gets a hand on the face. Oshidashi. Dan looks like he could have done something better. He's got this look on his face like, I should have been able to fight back a little bit more on that one. But it's 1-0 Dom.
That last shove, there's no way Avila was going to not go out on
Call the Oshidashi when it happens.
Avila's like, dang. You can just see it in his face. He's feeling the power.
Nah, I don't care. You do your show, honey bun. You're beautiful. Let your wings fly.
All right, Dan's got Dom hits Dan. Dan is going back. Dan is just trying to stand in against it. Oh, he's got Dom. Oh, Yorikiri. Dom nearly got flipped by Daniel, but he managed to land on Dan as he was going down. That's going to do it. 2-0 to Dom. He moves on to the semifinals.
Texas stays winning. God hates California. Confirmed.
Another battle sweep for Domzilla. He moves forward. into the semifinal bracket.
Daniel losing would not be evidence of that. Dan losing and then his training center getting burned down by the latest wildfire might.
That is one.
I have decided.
Dan can only smile.
You
Dan
cannot
knows
shake
how to
me.
relax. That's the thing, you know. He knows how to downshift.
Oh,
Wait a second. They're not leaving.
do they have the watching tapes?
Instant replay here.
I think they're doing a replay. So, it looks like we're having our first Mono-E of the tournament. However, this does not involve judges going and standing in the middle of the ring. It's just a replay booth where we don't actually get to see anyone talk. So we're going to look at this, and I don't know how they would give this to Daniel. So Daniel is trying to flip Dom. Dom just lands directly on him. There's really no part of Dom that hits the deck before Dan does. Every part of Daniel's body hits the ground before Dom. Like, this seems like a pretty clear-cut call.
Turn.
I mean, bless the announcers' hearts. They're trying to find a way that Dom might have lost that, but I don't see it.
One more time.
Yep. Dom is just too much human for Daniel to flip. Daniel gets landed directly. Yeah, this shouldn't even be close.
Oh, the right arm did get tucked.
We are just waiting for the official word.
Oh, we're hearing from the truck.
About 120 pounds, going by the...
Okay.
It's 420 officially. The latest numbers: 425 for Dom, 305 for Dan in terms of weight. But like I mentioned earlier in the stream, Dom, I've seen 3 different numbers for Dom, so I don't know which one is true.
So are we going to get a tiebreaker here? A third battle? It looks like it.
Wait a second. Did they give that to Dan? What is happening?
If this goes to this
Oh, they rigging matches for entertainment's sake?
in Pro Sumo,
I certainly hope not.
close to call. They can go and check the tapes, and if they do a
I would imagine. Actually,
it's called a Quarterfinal.
given the level of experience the people involved with this seem to have, I don't remember who said it earlier. I'm not going back to the chat to check because I got to see the stream. Somebody said they're more marketing than Sumo, and yeah, I think that's fair, but marketing is important. Dom is dancing. Dom is just having a great time here. If you've ever seen the Sumo comic guy on stage, I mean, this is just a bigger version of him. Dominus Davis Williams just did the worm. A 400 to 500 pound man in a Mawashi just did the worm,
boy.
waiting for a replay. If you didn't get the pay-per-view, again, I don't blame you, but that would have been the other half of the value. Are we? No. We're doing it again. Okay. So I have appreciated everyone involved with this, except the replay officials. Here we go. Okay, Dom's not messing around. He pushes Dan. Wow. Uwatanage. Daniel didn't have a chance. He got his ankle up to Dom's head as he was flipping over. Dom had no business losing that second one, and he damn sure wasn't going to win the third. Domzilla on to the semifinals officially this time.
Gentlemen, we have your Shobuati. The winner has been declared. With your winner, Dominus Domzilla Williams.
Also, that definitely wasn't an Uwatanage. Take that back. But I forget the name of the throw where you don't get the belt. So I'm just going to say I was wrong, but whatever, Dom won. I'm too honest for this
You
job.
talking over beltless throw?
Yes.
Fan favorite. You're the crowd favorite. Am I right?
Underarm beltless throw. Underarm beltless throw.
Underarm Sukuinage.
Thank you. Tsukinage.
I practice the worm every night. I'm glad everybody
Tom says he practices the worm every night. He's really good at it. Like, that was a quality worm.
Absolutely horrifying to think about.
And yet really good. Like, if you saw it, if I hadn't seen it and just heard it, I would have had the same reaction as you. Having seen it, I got to give him props.
Absolutely loving it. here in New York.
I think they borrowed some NFL officials for this replay because that was a terrible replay call. Terrible.
The fifth seed gonna be stepping in there.
Having seen literally none of it, I reckon that was just an entertainment factor call.
Highly ranked wrestlers
I think what strikes me as most likely, and it's not a throw of the match, but it's still not good, is that they weren't 100% sure what they were looking for, but they were like, it's going to be more interesting if it's a tiebreaker, and Dom will probably win anyway, so let's just give him a third match. That wouldn't surprise me, and that would be unfortunate if I'm right. But if I'm wrong, that means they just blew the call. That's not better. All right, we're on to the final, quarterfinal, the last quarterfinal. Yes, let's avoid redundancy. Lasha Geladaze versus Gilberto De La Torre. The two of the top four coming in. But Kendall Perry's upset has left us with this possible finals matchup happening in the round of 8.
Roberto's got some good size on him.
Yep. I mean, he's got about 20-ish pounds on him, same height.
There's no way they knew the worm was coming, but I could imagine them purposely calling a replay just to let Dom do it if they did know it was coming.
Introducing first our number 4 Rikishi. This warrior stands at 6 feet 3 inches tall.
This dude has pronounced Rikishi 3 different ways.
United States of America. Help me welcome Gilberto De La
I don't hold it against him. I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, nobody's going to say anything to him, are they? They're not. They're not.
This warrior stands at 6 feet.
And that's unfortunate because he won't learn.
368 pounds, representing the Republic of Georgia. Help me welcome Lasha Jella.
Yeah, Edo, I guess you would know better than pretty much any of us. That sucks. But the right guy won in the end, so let's just be happy for that.
Fellow Georgians in the crowd. Wow. Look at that.
You know where they don't make calls like this? At the Rollertown Showdown in April 24th and 25th. I'll see you there.
But only Goose. Only half of this cast will see you there. All right, here we go. Gilbert's hands down. Lasha. Akio, here we go. Lasha just waits for him, gets his arms underneath Gilbert's, gets him back, and just pushes him out. Yori Kiri, that is a pretty easy win for Lasha Geladaze. Gilberto got in, got his arms around Lasha's, and just looked like he wasn't sure what to do after that. It was almost like he thought his weight would move Lasha, and when it didn't, he ran out of ideas. I'm sure it was more complicated than that. That's just how it appeared.
Having double outsides is not to his advantage with Lasha.
Match number 2. They both look pretty fresh. Hands down, here we go. Lasha with a big slap at the start. Gilberto pushed out. Yori Tayoshi, down he goes. Lasha just bapped him in the face. Gilberto did not know what to do and had no defense for any point of that match. Unfortunately, the cameras decided to shift, so you never got a good shot of the slap. And I'm so sad about that because you could hear the crowd. Like, they were not ready for that. And I want to see it in full.
That was our final match of the quarter rounds.
Quarterfinals are in the record books. It's going to be
All right, we're moving on to the semis. Badri versus Angel, Domzilla versus Lasha. 1, 2, 3, and 5 remain.
before we come to the semis.
This should
Lasha's
not...
beaten Dominus in the past from memory.
Pull it off. I am here for it.
Fair enough.
All love and the crowd favorite.
But top 4, top 5 making it to the semis. Just looking at the lineup, this wasn't too much of a surprise. But now the matches are getting interesting. Now it's a little bit of a curiosity how this is going to go. The way Badri's been fighting, I'm not sure Angel has a ton of a chance. Lasha and Dom should be fun. That should be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, Adam makes a really good point. At the world level, there's a lot of Eastern European wrestlers that are just really dominant and getting on the belt and making your life hell if you're a Yorikiri gorilla.
Yeah, so when I was looking through the records, there are so many Eastern European and Russian wrestlers on the medal lists for Worlds. So many. And it's not really surprising. You look at all the grapplers going to the UFC from that area, and that makes sense.
It's the culture of the area, man. It's like how Southeast Asia has like karate and Muay Thai and Lethwei and all that. That's just what they do down there. Exact same story for Central Asia, Eastern Europe.
Yeah,
that's just what they do.
You can see the effect. I remember because sometimes I'll watch Sensei Seth's sumo videos, and there was one. I think it was when he was at Worlds. He had to fight a guy from, it was a Eastern European country. It might have been Georgia. The dude got his belt and he looked absolutely helpless. He just got freaking mollywopped. And like, I mean, you have to be a national champion to go to this thing. So to get blasted like that was like, oh my God, this guy is insane. And then he had other highlights, and the Eastern European dudes were just like, on your belt, own your face. Constantly. What happened in the Consulates Cup? Can you give us more details?
I think Dom generally has a weakness to getting his belt grabbed because he has no wrestling experience himself. He's a football player.
Yeah, and being new to the sport, he hasn't like had the time to build up that skill set. He got, yeah.
Really got to give it up to Angel for pulling through. Honestly, this is really awesome. We had some upsets, so shout out to you, Kendall, for really fighting hard and doing an upset on Gilberto.
Yeah, $20 pay-per-view and it's half over. Obviously, what they need to do is do a $20 pay-per-view at like the Melbourne Sumo tournament, where 14 people have to fight 13 times each. That's 182 matches in 2 hours. You will never get a better value than that.
Except for the Barola Town Showdown, where 15 people have to fight 15 matches in an 8-hour period, and it's for free on YouTube at the Dallas Sumo Club.
So you get your $20 pay-per-view with a $20 discount at the Roller Town Showdown.
Where Spiffy will be, he told me himself.
Except that I won't.
Right now, and you know a lot of people are looking for Dominus and Badri to end up into the finals.
The Melbourne tournament was a lot of value. Australian sumo is very small and, well, Northern Victoria, really. More than Melbourne, which is the state, have really set up a good club with consistent weekly training, and they've got some guys that are very motivated in the sumo that have shown up. It was wonderful to meet them. It's gonna be a big year for Australian sumo. There's gonna be the Sakura Festival. There's gonna be the Oceanic Championships, a big Sydney tournament, the big Melbourne tournament again, and the fifth one is I'm hosting a tournament in the Gold Coast in August. And I'm calling it the strongest under the heavens.
Wow, don't undersell it or anything. Okay, so two things. One, Yuria, don't fucking help him. And two, so I'm actually curious, Goose. You fought 13 matches in 2 hours. At what point do you start to feel it, and like, at what point does fatigue start to affect what you can do, even as a middleweight, like not a humongous guy?
Well, I'm a Thai fighter and a warehouse laborer, so it didn't. I could go all day and then some. But for your average person, depends on the match, dog. But usually within 3 or 4 matches, you're starting to feel hurt. You're starting to feel the effort. Especially if you start losing, there's the mental toll on you as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sumo is like the most intense, quick sport. It drains you so much faster than you think.
We got a couple of good fights really ahead of us here in the semis.
Oh man, I'm so excited. This is just going to be amazing. Guys, the place is going to erupt. If either of our Team USA guys, Angel.
Well, you better now. You don't want to disappoint your fans, Spiff.
I maintain you would be the one disappointing my fans.
Why? I'll be there.
fight. Andrew Park.
I fucking walked right into that. Oh, God. How did I...
All right, who we got coming up?
All right. It should be Badri and Angel. Assuming they do this in order, it should
Shout
be
out
Badri and
Angel
Angel.
De La Torres.
Yep. And all
Did
of
my
these
laundry
guys...
for me while I was asleep one night. Genuinely one of the nicest dudes I've ever met.
That's cool. And we're going to get to see him twice. We're going to get to see all these guys twice, because at the bottom of the bracket, there is a third place match.
Huh.
So whoever loses is still going to get another crack at it. Will this be posted anywhere for free after it's over? I have no I have no clue. I tried to say idea and clue at the same time. I have no idea. I imagine if it gets posted, it won't get posted immediately, because the pay-per-view gives you the ability to watch it afterwards for a little while. I don't know how long, maybe a month. And I don't think they're going to undercut themselves by posting it on YouTube within that time frame. But some point after that, maybe.
Yeah, they'll likely do a highlight reel or something.
To be honest, I'm just trying not to assume anything. Like, there's stuff that makes a ton of sense to do, and I don't know what they'll do.
Yeah, welcome to the Sumo. God, wouldn't it make sense if they just did this? Nah. Shoot everyone forever, apparently.
What's tough is they decided to name themselves World Championship Sumo. So if you look up World Championship Sumo, all you find is, so like, you can find their channel, which has 217 subscribers, but everything else is like Pro Sumo or like the US Sumo Open. It is a very unfortunate name for picking
World
people off on
Championship
searches.
Sumo. It's an American tournament for nothing.
Yeah. So their current channel has 8 videos on it. And those are, there's a couple of trailers and 6 individual matches. So wherever I found their previous events, this channel isn't the one that posted them. The internet needs Dom's worm. I would rephrase that.
Anathema.
I would rephrase that.
Anathema.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to our semifinals of the evening.
It's one
Semis.
of my fans too. I'm sorry.
Badri, Katisgati, and Angel De La Torre.
Well, he's saying Angel, so I'm gonna go with that. Badri and Angel.
The freestyle folk wrestler, wrestling with his brother and wrestling tonight.
I suppose it doesn't matter. He's never gonna hear this.
Out of Bakersfield, California. This is a very high level that Angel has gotten to here tonight.
All right, so this is, I think this is the first, well, Dom and Dan were like two big guys, but this feels like the first, like, kind of even match size-wise that we've had so far.
The number 1 seed, Badri Katisgati.
Yeah, I will say it is an incredible roster that they've put together here.
Both of them weigh in at are 6 foot and exactly 350 on the weigh-in. So, yeah, my failing memory just still led me to the right place. Hooray! They are just chilling. All right, here we go. They are announcing the wrestlers for the semifinal.
At 6 feet tall, weighing at 350 pounds, representing the United States of America. Help me welcome Angel De La Torre.
trying to figure out how Angel's going to win. So Edo mentioned that if Badri thinks that he can just handle someone easily, he just stands there and catches them. So I wonder if he's going to do that this time, or if he feels like he needs to put a little more effort into this one. Because it's actually a pretty good strategy for a long tournament if you don't want to blow your gas tank early on.
Did I just see Badre Kataskatse yawn?
Oh, is he? All right, Angel. I'm gonna trust you over the announcer.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody even taught the announcer one way to say Rikishi.
Great job here tonight.
Like, it doesn't even matter if he said it wrong.
I don't know why I didn't correct you either. I've met the guy.
All right.
Badre just looks like a monster. Look at him.
They're getting ready.
He looks so much bigger.
One crouches, and the other stands up. Then that guy crouches, and the other one stands up. Taking their time.
But Angel's been loose all night long. Don't underestimate him.
Slowly but surely, getting into position. Hands down. There we go. Crash by Angel. So, another Tsukinage.
I like the idea.
Yeah, I know.
Angel runs in.
And he had the double insides.
Badri waits for him, just grasps him, and flings him over his hip the way that he did to the last guy. Apparently, they don't have video in the back room where they're getting ready for their fights, because that would have been something to avoid. I can't blame him for not watching the tape if there was no tape.
Number 5 seed versus the number 1 seed.
But hopefully he doesn't do that again.
Angel might be a little confused right now because he's like, well, shoot. I've got.
I think Hayden said he didn't go because it's in New York.
And we're off. Okay, Badri puts his shoulder into Angel this time. Angel's got the belt. Oh, now Badri's got the belt. He's definitely got the leverage. His arms are inside. He's pushing Angel back very slowly. All right, we got a stalled position now. They are both trying to figure out their next move. Oh, Angel goes for a flip, a throw. It doesn't work. Badri's just slowly inching him back. Every time Angel tries something, it doesn't work. Yori Kiri. Badri with the very controlled win. He's going to move to the final. Angel De La Torre moves into the third place match. He is catching and pretty much instantly pivoting, yes. Yeah, Hayden was on the list as of 2 days ago, so that's, like, unless the list wasn't updated when I got it, it was a last-minute thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shobuhari, our winner is declared. With your winner, Badri.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't go, but I remember talking to him earlier and said he wasn't sure if he was going to go, so.
Would have made this thing a little bit more interesting.
Oh, yeah, he's a beast.
I like the idea here by Angel, but like you said, Badri used.
Yeah, that first match, they just showed the replay. Angel just hit him with his whole chest, and Badri just absorbed it. That was like a Kotozakura move. Just get hit and don't budge. Difference between Kotozakura and Badri is Badri did something with it.
This is gonna be exciting.
We got a tasty semifinal in front of us right here. Oh my goodness.
Dominus and Lasha coming up next.
I'm trying to stay calm here, Justin.
It's hard.
Lasha has beaten Dom twice. Can Dom turn it around?
Dominus is coming back out, a fan favorite. He won these fans tonight.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
He won them with every match. The crowd got louder. And then when they saw how humble he was, they loved him even more.
I love that.
And then they saw his dance moves. And that was
They're talking about how humble Dom is, and really in the interview, if you watch the interview, you can see it. He is really just a very sweet guy. He's super, super nice.
Yeah.
Like, he's the
I was
kind
gonna
of
say, it's not that
guy.
he's humble, he's shy.
Yeah, I think it's both. Like, he's one of those guys that's so big and so strong, he can afford to be extremely nice outside the ring because it's not difficult for him to beat you senseless inside of it. Like,
Can you do Muay Thai, you say?
Yeah, he doesn't need to keep his edge or anything.
Guys, this is
He'd just beat you.
I mean, if you could see the full pan view, I mean, look at this audience. Like, it's really amazing. Everybody here.
Oh.
I'm sure you've had that moment too where you're sitting down post-training just chatting with some of the fellas and just kind of realizing there's like several elite ass kickers here just kind of talking about TV.
You know, it's a beautiful sport. It's easy
Okay,
to
this is what I
understand.
mean
It's
when
easy
I'm
to
talking
fall in love
about
with these
those
routines.
headbands.
It's easy to
That's
fall in love with their
ridiculous.
passion, their athleticism, the fun that they have out there. You know, the fun that Dominus and Avila had out there. You know, like these guys are serious about their sport, but they also don't take themselves seriously.
Yeah, and that honestly, you'll find that everywhere you go when it comes to our sport. We fight hard, tooth and nail, in the ring, but we don't, you know, we don't
Like, just-
let that ego carry out.
This is what I'm talking about. Is like,
And I love it.
because they wear this thing because they're like quote unquote Japanese,
Very passionate.
and now they got
Let's get back to the ring.
this thing here. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. If the WCS guys ever hear this, like, honestly, one, change your fucking replay officials because that was absurd, and two, don't do the headbands. Please don't do the headbands again. Do anything else. He put his head in his hands and shook his head. That is funny. That's funny to just imagine. And it seems, yeah, it feels very appropriate for the guy who we were talking to the other night.
Probably one of the best Gilgies we've got in this country, to be honest with you.
No, not even a little culturally insensitive. It's not like, and,
Is it though? Just a headband?
well,
I suppose
see-
I can't see him. Send me a photo.
oh, I just did the photo. Bro,
There's Sumo.
Oh, my bad.
let me pull it up. Hang on.
Matches to go
I've only got the chat open.
tonight. Who makes it past? Does Geladze make it past Williams?
Here, I just pulled it up. Do you see it now?
On the live feed? Give it a sec.
No, I just put, yeah, on my screen. Oh, it should go up in a second. There it is.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see shit. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, man, I am from Texas.
To be determined.
It is.
I mean, it could just be that the first time I remember ever seeing that type of headband connected with Japan, Japanese culture, anything like that, is fucking kamikaze pilots.
While it's cold out there, it is heating up.
That might not be
Well,
like the
yes.
background of it, but that's what I remember, so that feels real bad.
Fair enough. Like, there's no rising suns on them or anything, and they do show up in like Japanese baseball as well. So
Which, yeah, so
a bit
it's
more
like
common than you think, but that's not a fair. That's an understandable reaction.
yeah, like
Ladies and gentlemen,
that's fine. Like, if those headbands are normal in Japan, like I kind of assumed they were, like in some form or another. I didn't think they were weird in Japan, but it's like, yeah, like cultural appropriation slash, it's just cringy. I think that was the right word to use.
Fair
It's
enough,
just
dog.
cringy.
Every subsequent fight he's had,
Fair enough,
people are
dog.
getting to know him. More and more people are getting to like him, and they love his interviews. They love the humility. They love the fun that he wrestles with. He's having a blast out there.
Yeah, I don't think there's the massive negative connotation that you associated with it.
You are watching a star in the making.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the
understand.
case, but it's like, it's just like, there's no positive view of that.
For this match. Look at that, 425 pounds versus 3.
It might not be that negative, but I don't see any upside to that. You could do literally anything else.
This gentleman right here. This is gonna be just a
It feels very much like, let's do something Japanese.
The crowd has been all over
Like
him
sumo.
in a negative way. So
But
this is
yeah,
really
because it's a sumo event, let's do like some
the crowd loves to hate.
like little giveaways that feel Japanese, and that's unnecessary.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first our number.
All right, we're getting ready for Dom in the semis.
At 6 feet tall.
Come on, big man. You don't have a car.
Hell yeah.
You got to get a car. You need this $3,000. Get it done, man.
Dominus Domzilla Williams.
Woo! Everybody getting hyped. Hooray!
Lasha's like, why can't
The-
I get some of that love?
Introduces opponent fighting across the dojo.
The center, the event center where they're having this seems more full now.
Weighing at 368
Like,
pounds, representing the Republic of
who got
Georgia.
tickets to this thing and showed up late?
Lasha Jaladze.
Every sports event ever.
Oh, it's full now. It is full.
Representing New York Sumo Club, Oscar Dohe.
It is. This place is packed now. Y'all didn't realize that this wasn't like other sporting events where everything early is dumb. You should be here for the whole thing. Hopefully your friends that were there
It
tell you.
hurts to hear, but god damn it, you speak the truth.
Against a technical belt fighter. Lasha wants
All
to
right.
close that gap.
They're setting up. Number 2 versus number 3.
Number 2 seed versus number 3 seed as the USA chant starts.
I have no oath of journalistic integrity. Go Dom.
It's going down.
You fit right in on my show.
Dom destroyed Oshidashi. Dom gets the Nodowa instantly. Lasha can't move. One shove. Dom gets the Oshidashi win. Holy smokes. That wasn't even difficult.
Look at that.
Dom smoked Lasha?
Yes.
That's huge.
Like genuinely
That's been a very
not
difficult fight for him in
close.
the past.
He's chill. I mean, this is him all day, every day.
It very much looked like Lasha was expecting something, and he got something very different.
Second battle.
Lasha looking to change it up.
All right, they're setting up for match number 2.
Surprise if he jumped to the side.
Dom's down, waiting for Lasha. Here we go. Dom gets his arms around Lasha's. Lasha gets his arm free. He's controlling Dom's left. Lasha does not have the belt. Neither guy has the belt. Dom is controlling the upper arm. It looks like he's going for a Kotanage. Lasha is pushing him back, trying to keep his arm attached to his shoulder. Dom gets turned around. Oshidashi.
Wow!
Holy.
You gotta be
So-
kidding me!
Oh my god!
You gotta be kidding me!
I
That's crazy!
can't believe what I just saw. So they were. Dom was going for a Kotanage. Lasha was trying to push him out. Lasha got his arm free. Dom spun around, so did Lasha, and they went ass to ass before they continued spinning and faced each other again, but Lasha was at the rope and Dom just pushed him out. Literally ass to ass. Not ass to hip, not butt cheek to butt cheek, ass to ass. I've never seen anything like that. And if they don't put this online, it is marketing suicide. This is the best thing I've ever fucking seen.
I'll just go right around you, bro.
Oh, you've never seen Requiem for a Dream before?
Better than that. Better than Les Mis.
Ass to ass.
Better than Les Mis. Ass to ass. 700 pounds of man going ass to ass on the dojo is better than Les Mis.
That's the strongest guy I've fought so far. One Georgian down. You got your eyes on the next semifinal. You're going to be out here watching. You're going to be in the back. What do you think?
Dom's going to the finals.
Finals. I don't think I have enough time to.
And he's doing it in the absolute best way possible.
Domzilla in the finals, everybody. Let's go.
Holy sh- what is next?
So you see Dominus
He took
going
down
to the
one
finals
multiple-time
against
European
Audrey
champion. Is he gonna take down the other?
Katasasi, the number 1 seed versus the number 3 seed. Look at the love.
Presumably, we're gonna get the third place match first. So that's gonna be
Number 1 in our hearts. Look at this man.
Lasha versus Angel.
Come on, baby, come on.
Yeah.
Dom is just he's just saying hello to all the children and hanging out with them while he's got another match for a fairly big cash prize waiting for him.
This is
What a
just
dude.
amazing.
This is great.
World Championship Sumo.
Gotta love sumo.
the final when we return.
Oh my God. I said earlier, July.
You got to take our approach. Just accept the fate, understand that you're wrong, and move on. All right, here comes Hokuto Fuji. I spent 15 days not pronouncing the ha and asa.
Okay. I misread his name on the original list, and I haven't even bothered looking at it because I thought I had it right the whole time. Sorry about that. Top prize $3,000.
Good chunk of change.
Tree, not arguing, man. I think you're absolutely right. Like, the only thing I can think is that they didn't have another way to actually get this out there other than like streaming on YouTube, and they didn't see enough of a benefit from that.
Especially with a 3K cash prize, yeah.
Yeah, no, so they went ass to ass, and then they both kept spinning, and then they were facing each other. And then they were facing each other. Listen, DRD was asking a question, and I'm clarifying. They were facing each other, and then Dom pushed him out. So it's definitely an Oshidashi. That's
a scene in the movie Requiem for a Dream, which is very disturbing. That involves an old man chanting ass to ass over and over again, and you keep bringing that to the forefront of my mind.
I would say I'm sorry, but I'm definitely not.
I definitely deserve it for something. I don't know what yet, but we'll find out.
This is your punishment for all your crimes that the law will not punish you for.
I think you mean got away with, but thank you.
Well, we know about him, so I don't know if you got away with them. Just the law doesn't know.
I work in kitchens in Wynnum and warehouses in Logan. If you're from Brisbane, you know what that means.
Is anyone here from Brisbane? Guessing not, because we have 25 people here. And by the way, I appreciate all of you who have been hanging out. This has been an absolutely absurd time, and I have enjoyed every moment. No, the announcer.
Kind of you to step in on my territory, but I appreciate you nonetheless.
Yes, your territory of streaming commentary of stuff that people can't watch. I feel like I'm not really invading your turf there.
Sumo. You're all right, cream cheese.
Wow, Dom is showing, and you can tell he was even.
Announcers and stuff. Honestly, the announcers get like maybe $150, $200. They really don't make that much. I know it was a joke, but they really don't.
The existence of this, though, is interesting to me because, like, the rest of us are doing it for free or at a loss because we're trying to get Sumo to be up to this level, and now here come people that are profiting off of it. So in ways, it's like, you know, standing on the shoulders of giants, planting trees that you won't sit in the shades of, but at the same time, it's like, put it up for free, you weirdos.
Well, and just put it up for free, like, I'd be curious how many pay-per-views they actually get out of this versus the ad revenue they would have gotten if they just put it on YouTube and played ads during these breaks that they're having. Like,
I imagine the gate would have been where the profit was.
Well, yeah, and I mean the gate, like I said, the crowd looks full. Like, they've got some empty seats in the upper deck, but there's got to be 1,000 people in this place. But if it holds 1,000 people, they have 1,000 people. The tickets are most of this for sure.
Gate is where most of the money is anyway.
Right.
As far as America goes, is one of the newer clubs.
Like when I go judge Muay Thai fights, that's for a company that does pay-per-views, but they've been around for a long time. And they actually get a decent number of pay-per-views, I'm pretty sure. So that adds something. So maybe they're taking the approach that, you know, we're not going to get a ton of pay-per-views now. And if we do it for free, then they're going to expect it to keep being free. I could understand that being the business choice. But it's like, when there's no other sumo, like, doing what you're doing, being the one to grow the sport feels like it's going to be the thing that earns you the most money long term. All I can think is that because Abima got involved and they probably want to turn a profit now, they weren't willing to take like too much of a short-term loss. And it was just like, they're already involved with the regular thing in Japan. So if they can make a tiny profit early and see that grow, great. If it all falls apart, they're not that concerned. They're not sweating it.
Sumo! Sumo!
Now they're just chanting. Who is this old fucking guy?
Sumo!
Nobody is chanting.
Sumo! Sumo!
The announcer was yelling sumo and everyone was doing it. Now this like 104-year-old man in a shit-ass suit is yelling sumo and 7 people in the crowd are doing it. The only people who you can hear are the guy he runs up to with the microphone to make it seem like it's noisy. It's not. This man needs to sit the fuck down.
Noah is a character, man.
Always.
Noah's
All right,
all
ladies and
fire,
gentlemen,
baby.
it is
All
time
fire.
for our third.
Bit passion from you, eh?
Help me welcome out
The man
to
killed the
Dojo.
passion in the crowd. His mere presence destroyed
Number 2, Rikishi.
what passion the crowd had for the chant. As soon as he started, they're like, nope, we're done. This actually isn't as cool as we thought it was.
For third place.
It's all right. Dom's in the finals, so they're going to get amped up after that. Like, once he comes out, it'll be good.
This is a good match. I like this.
Now, both of these guys, the speed is there and the technique is there. I actually, you know,
All
I'm
right.
trying to calm myself
Angel
down from
walking around the outside of the ring, doing some high fives, doing some fist bumps, getting ready. They're doing a little bit more of a walkout for this one.
body builds, very similar.
Not
technique,
too long,
very
but
similar.
giving the guys a little bit more time in the spotlight.
Off the Tacha. And funny thing is, both of these guys right here.
That's
are
right.
former
I saw him do do a press conference interview, and it was like, "You're in charge of this?" Okay. I mean, it's cool that you care, but
Slight advantage in weight.
like people at the top of these of any kind of organization can be strange. That was no big deal. I didn't expect him to show up on the mat.
Two outstanding wrestlers. Let's
They didn't even introduce him. He was just a guy.
Our number 5, Rikishi. This warrior stands at 6 feet tall, weighing at 350 pounds.
He
Representing the
may or may
United
not.
States of America.
That's a kind way to put it.
De La Torre.
Always has a gallon of chocolate milk on him.
I mean,
His opponent fighting
if it's
across
whole
the
milk,
logo.
that's weird.
This warrior stands
That's
at
weird.
6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing at 300
Because that's way too much whole milk to be
That's
carrying
chocolate
around with
milk.
you.
Georgia. Help me welcome Lasha.
Low fat milk, easier to drink a lot. Still shouldn't have that much.
I'm scared. American Sumo really does seem to have a problem with the money hungry types, though. I'll stick my ear in to hear what the drama is recently, and they're having a vote for the new American Sumo president, which will make life a little easier for people.
Yeah. Well, you could have chopped out parts of that
Jake and
sentence.
Justin
And
apparently are going to take over.
you could just chopped out parts of that sentence and been like, America has some problems with people who want money. And you're pretty much, that's the whole thing right there. All right, we're about to get started.
Not my place to talk about another person's country like that
It is
to their
mine.
face, but I appreciate
All right,
it
Lasha
nonetheless.
just stands there and he takes it from Angel. Angel's pushing him back. Lasha's got the underarm grip. Angel is trying to just wheel him out with a Kotanage, but Lasha hangs on with the Oshidashi. Nobody got the belt on that one. That was actually really interesting. There's been less successful belt attacks in these later rounds. Earlier on, everybody was getting the belt instantly. But Lasha Jaladze, I'm saying it right now, he's up 1-0, and we go on to match number 2 for the 3rd place spot.
Best 2 out of 3. Angel's a quick learner from his mistakes.
So Dominus in the finals?
Dominus is in the finals. He will be up next.
Yeah, buddy!
These gentlemen huffing and puffing, but they've only got to do it one more time unless unless Angel wins, and then they got to do it again. Lasha catches Angel coming in. Oh, Angel got the double belt grip instantly. Lasha breaks the one hand off the grip. Another Oshidashi. Angel gets the belt and can do nothing with it. Lasha knows exactly what to do, pushes him back. It's over. 3rd place, Lasha Jaladze. 4th place, Angel De La Torre.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our Showari. The winner has been declared.
Why is his name Gelati?
If it was
Who named this man
gelato,
ice
it would be
cream?
so much worse. So, small miracles, man. Small miracles.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't think Dan Canobio was going to be able to grab Lasha as we look at this finish.
Love that long arm close.
It was a pretty solid beatdown.
In sumo, that is
Angel did well to get to the semifinals, but he was not much of a match for the guys at this point.
And there you see there's another
Saying hello to the people in the shitty headbands, you know, that's very nice of him.
You can tell his personality is outstanding. Look at that joyful.
So many of these headbands. I'm going to stop talking about them because they're just making me upset. God.
I was say opinionated today, aren't we?
I love it.
I'm opinionated every day. It's just whether I decide to share.
There's 3rd place. Lasha Jaladze over Angel De La Torre.
You know how much I haven't said on my show, man? I feel you deeply.
No matter what I guess, I'm sure I'll be underestimating it.
That was Angel got past Kendall Perry, but he got past Kofi in his last fight. And then, of course, Dominus.
I feel like this is a group of people who, like every event they've done, they've probably had a bunch of new people being involved. So it's all their first time working on a sumo show, and so they don't know any of the people or any of the terminology, and they're figuring it out on the fly.
Yeah, if I can't recognize any of the people in production, then they're not like true sumo fans, I guess, to use the word. Not to say that they aren't sumo fans, but if they're not deep into the scene like I know them, then yeah, no, they're being brought on for the job.
Yeah, and like people like the announcer, I'm sure he's just a local guy who does, you know, various combat sports shows and does the announcing for those. Doesn't necessarily have to know anything about the sport, but the fact that there wasn't anybody who said, okay, look, this is how you say this, and this. That's the thing that shows there's not really many, or we'll go with enough, whether it's 0 or not 0, people who really know what's going on here. But for all that,
yeah,
for whatever critique we can give with respect to, it's pretty clear that there's not a lot of sumo experience here. Honestly, they haven't done too bad of a job. I only have like those couple of gripes that I've gone on enough about, and everything else has been pretty solid. I have not been disappointed.
Yeah, like if you want someone to do sumo commentary for you, you come to me. Okay, I'm the best in the business right now. That's not currently working for NHK because I respect Murray Johnson too much to say otherwise. And I'm not even joking when I see that. Leo's dog shit. The other people do it because they have to, like Midnight. I am the only one with an actual show. And my god, is it good.
I have genuinely never watched anyone else the only person who I've had any experience with is Queen Bee, and that was because I used her videos. So all I did was hear her friggin' loud ass metal music that she played between all the fights, which was, I mean, when she got mad at me and gave me an excuse to stop using her recordings, that was fine.
Hell yeah. And I'm not mad at you for not watching me either. If you know sumo, there's not really a lot of reason to watch my show. Just go watch the sumo and have fun. I'm there for the new fan. I'm there to explain to people what's going on.
What is the name of your channel? Who are you at? Because if you're asking me, that's a very surprising question.
Sumo Spiffy's Bar and Grill.
Yes. Like, the channel that you're on right now. That is the channel. But that's why I'm asking, because I wasn't sure if you were asking somebody else.
Yeah, I can't post links in your chat, so you're gonna have to.
Oh, you're talking to Goose. I forget people can talk to you. They can hear you. They can hear you. I'm sorry.
This warrior stands at 6 feet tall, weighing at 350 pounds.
Hell yeah.
Representing the Republic of Georgia, he is your number 1.
That's Goose's show. Quirks is carrying a lot of weight in that sentence. A lot of weight.
Midnight, I have so much respect for Midnight's channel because he's been putting in solid work, providing high quality sumo footage for years and years at this point. All 15 days, all 6-bar show. But the dude's a fucking psycho.
Yeah, I heard.
He has some of the most highest purity testing shit I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, I heard something about him, like, so he let a friend watch his channel for a couple days and they messed up and they got him reported, and then he was like complaining, like, this is how I make my money. Like, dude, if you make your money pirating, like, bless your heart, you bring a lot of people to the game and I respect it, but that's strange.
I don't make a cent off pirating. I know what can happen. I know the lawsuits that happen if you do. I ain't about it.
All right. So Dom and Badri have been standing across from each other in the ring for over a minute. Not quite a stare down, just taking plenty of time to get ready for the final here. Dom's got, here we go. Dom throws a forearm and Badri's not ready for it. Tayoshi. Dom just threw off Badri and then bulldozed him backwards. Offensive lineman life, living it right now. One more win, and Dominus Davis Williams is the World Championship Sumo Westchester champion. That was a blowout victory. Dom has not even been challenged.
I believe in Dominus.
In fact, I take that back. Dan Avila is the only one who put up any kind of a challenge. He still lost 3-0, don't get me started on that, but he put up a pretty decent fight. These European champs that Dom has been facing, he has annihilated so far. Badri's got one more chance to pull it back.
This is when Badri gets extra tough. He hasn't been in this situation a lot, but when he is, he knows what to do.
Yeah, when Dom gets to play sumo on his terms, gets to do sumo on his terms, he's a demon.
Badri's been so content to just, like, let people charge in and deal with them then. That was not the way to handle Dom. He did come in a little bit, but he needs to be more aggressive on the Tachi-ai and blunt Dom's force, because if Dom comes forward too hard, he's not going to be able to do anything. Taking their time getting ready again. Tension ratcheting up. This is actually pretty good theater. If you're going to run a combat sports event, no matter how you market it, no matter how you put it together, the athletes are eventually the show. You need them to be the ones that make it happen. And these guys are doing a good job. Dom's down. Here we go. Oh, Okuridashi. Badri jumped at Dom, tried to whack him in the face with the right hand, missed, was turned around, and Dom just threw him straight down. Very risky maneuver by Badri. Didn't work. Dominus Davis Williams, the undefeated, I'm saying it, undefeated champion. First prize is his. Second place to Badri Kataskatsi.
And you can see the emotion.
That was a great match. That was fantastic.
Just insane. Dom just took it all. I cannot believe it. Look at that, gentle giant.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shobuari, we have our winner declared. And our new World Championship Sumo Champion, Dominus Domzilla Williams.
They have announced the winner. Dom is crying. This is like a genuinely emotional thing. Like, the prize isn't huge. I can't blame some people for going elsewhere, or like Hayden wasn't there. Maybe he didn't think it was going to be worth the effort. But man, this means a lot to Dom, clearly. It wasn't a Henka. He jumped and like turned his side into Dom. It was a very unusual maneuver, but his hand came out, so I think he was trying to do like a jump slap, and he just whiffed it.
I wouldn't be here well either of them. I'm just really happy right now.
And yeah, Abima, the Japanese companies don't really care about spreading sumo worldwide. There are more and more people in the sumo organizations that want to kind of accommodate the international crowd, which is nice, but it's a slow burn.
I just used anything I thought I could to get that win. I just wanted to win. I didn't want to lose at all. I wanted to.
That was really good. That was a good final. That was a good semifinals and final. Some mismatches earlier on, but you know, sumo is young in this country, so that's going to happen. It sort of reminds me of...
No, it's not.
I mean, growing in... Okay, let me rephrase. It's been around for a while, but it hasn't really hit critical mass even now. And
That's true.
so that leads to... So, like, when the UFC was new, you had stylistic matchups, like you had grappler versus striker, and you could be really good at one thing and terrible at the other part of the game and still make a name for yourself. Now you have to be good at everything. Because sumo has never really popped, it's still at a point where you can be good at like a particular aspect of the sport and rise really high. So there end up being like mismatches, in part because of size and in part because there are guys who don't know how to defend against certain things. So that being the case, this whole thing could have been a shit show, but it wasn't. And I'm frankly, I'm glad to have been able to be a part of this whole thing in whatever capacity. Like, that was good. That was solid. If I had spent $20 on it, I would have been like, I think I got $20 worth. Not I was blown away and I would have easily paid more than that, but not like, dude, I got completely ripped off. I would have been fine with what I got. Final thoughts on the matter. All right, they're on a break, but there's no more show left. That's the end of the pay-per-view. That's the end of what we're here for. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody who came by. Thank you, everybody who stayed for the whole thing or who only stayed for part of it. Goose, appreciate you being on the call. You've certainly made this more interesting. Especially,
And it's good to be here, John.
Especially claiming that I'm going to be in Texas, which I'm not, you son of a bitch.
I can't wait to hang out with you in Texas on April 24th and 25th. I can roll it down, showdown.
The worst part is if I actually decided to go, I would see you and you'd be like, I knew you were going to be here. I'd be like, you would act like you knew it all along. I couldn't surprise you.
I'm bringing the boxing gloves, too.
Well, I mean, Go fight
You owe
Dom.
me 3 minutes. I will.
All right, it is very late Eastern US time on a Friday. It's only slightly less late for me. So, again, thank you, Goose. Thank you, everybody. We'll see y'all later. Have a good night. Logging
Later.
off.
Sumo forever.